Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down and roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush is fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and no choke. Asked her if she could hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down and roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush is fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and no choke. Asked her if she could hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down and roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush is fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and no choke. Asked her if she could hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two.
And the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Off the play fake, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Dances by him. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go now on first and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the interception, here's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, 53 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first and 10, Watson. It's caught. Cooper. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Again, it's Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Watson now to throw. And Incomplete on the deep ball.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
On 4th down, Watson got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Watson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now it's Watson. A bootleg out to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Anthony Barr in on the the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now going to run the option right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And trouble trying to middle here. Down to the 22-yard line. Watson off play action. Rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go up the middle with Chubb. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. This is the key for the quarterback. Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe just slumbering a little bit. But take it.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively.
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
He's got his man Schultz coming across the formation. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Elliott. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
There you go.
Dak's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Elliott try to run it in. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A big mistake there. You just got the lead fourth quarter, and now they start at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson to throw. Lawrence with a sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Prescott to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. Well wide to the left, and this is going to remain a one-point game. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Watson. And this one is incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing.
Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one, not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down the roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush just fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and don't choke. Asked her if she could hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one, not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one, not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down the roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush just fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and don't choke. Asked her if she could hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one, not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Bossed up if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one, not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down and roll up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Cleveland Browns and themselves. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13. EA Sports coverage to the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get us started is Cade York, and we are underway from Miami.
Bro, we out.
A couple yards deep,
We out.
bring it out of the end zone.
We out. You feel me?
End zone is going to cost him
You
5
feel
yards.
me?
He's taken
We
down
on
right
all
around
that.
20.
We on all that. We on all that. You hear me? We not playing with it. We not playing with it. We not playing with it at all. You feel me? Look, off the rip though. That shit boom.
Two and a throw right away. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Greg Newsome.
Yo, what the fuck, man? It's not what the fuck I was trying to do, bruh.
So a big
The
defensive
fuck going
play
on,
there
bruh?
on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive. And
Yo,
you
the
know they're gonna
Browns
take some
man is
chances.
nice, bruh.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right
Get
there,
played,
they
nigga.
pay off.
What? Fuck. My fucking day.
York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
43
They're
rounds.
still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all. They decided to start a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Ready?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They got 5 through the air last play. Now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. 17-0 our score after 1. Another 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle.
Here we go.
The lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
His way forward here for a good little gain. Greedy Williams on the stop. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Fight, 97.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Ready, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go. Red, cycle. Ready?
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set.
Watson on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Set, ready.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they work work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Okay, break.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
Come on,
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
52. Watch out now, 50 series.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Watson looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On play action, here's Tua. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it, but for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Here we go. Here
The
we go.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
Ready.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Down.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
Ready.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Shot. 17. 10 cycles. Cut.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't need careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play?
Understand?
Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And it's going to be taken down at about the 33. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Come on, set.
Throwing on second and long. Tua, he'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, they got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
Blue striker.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A run with Mostert up the middle. Down inside the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Ready?
They'll run with Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Watch out now. 50. Ready?
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When they moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Chubb will get the call running left. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Throwing now, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down the roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush is fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and don't choke. Asked her if she could hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two. I'm the one, I'm the one, I'm the one. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one, I'm the one, I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one, I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down the roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush is fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and don't choke. Asked her if she could hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one, I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one, I'm the one. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down the roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush is fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and don't choke. Asked her if she could hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up, if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Bossed up if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down and roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush is fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and don't choke. Asked her if she can hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. Bossed up if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose. Not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Bossed up if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. Bossed up if I wanna make a move. Learn from my bossed up if I wanna make a move. Bossed up if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never. Bossed up if I wanna make a move. Learn from my lessons so I never lose.
DJ Daddy Cat on the mix.
Not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Not the two. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. Break down and roll up the whole pound for show. 13s on my whip, we roll down the coast. Everything look kinda new, but this paint a classic coat. Smoking Khalifa Kush is fresh off the boat. Turned her into a pro, she hit it twice and don't choke. Asked her if she can hand me a phone, we could use that as a remote. Ski trips, we get so fly, she got Balmain on her coat. Beach trips, we get so high, we just smoke out with no snow. Know what they say, but this life ain't regular. No, I ain't letting up. I roll my medicine soon as I'm getting up. My crown you'll never touch. My kush they wanna puff. My foot stay on the clutch. bossed up. If I wanna make a move,